Well, hello there, and welcome to the first few days of autumn in Korea. I don't know what's happening this year. I'm not complaining, but we have finally gotten a real autumn in September. We've got some blustery days, we've got some beautiful clear weather days. So of course I spent a little time in some cozy cafes, visiting some of my favorite neighborhoods and walking through a forest. So I'm so happy to share this with you. And we're starting off this little record of the beginning of autumn 2025 in my favorite little neighborhood of Seoul. Hi everyone, happy Thursday. I believe it is the last week of September. I'm wearing a sweater. It is in the low 20s. Welcome to autumn. This is the first time that autumn has really come on quote unquote time. It's gonna be Chuseok next week. Finally, we're done. Just a beautiful day, and I wanted to come to this neighborhood because it feels very autumnal to me, even though the leaves are still very green. And I understand that I myself am a freelancer. I have a job that allows me to be out and about on the weekdays, and I forget that so many other people do. So finding a seat in cafes in this area, specifically around lunchtime, is actually quite difficult. But as someone who uses a cafe as her office, like most of these people are doing today, it is that time again for me to tell you, if you are not using a VPN, what are you doing? This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. Along with so many other features, it mainly keeps you safe, especially when you're using public Wi-Fi. And it's weirdly timely here in Korea. There was kind of this big hacking issue that we had where we have a lot of phone phishing problems, but this time in particular, they hacked a network of an entire apartment building and people were losing tens of thousands of dollars. So if you are not using a VPN on your laptop, on your phone, you can use it on multiple devices. You can share Surfshark VPN with your roommates, with your family. Really think about doing it. It's not just for if you're traveling. You can use it in your home. I also use it just so I can access different digital libraries. You can also use it to access different subtitles. If your country doesn't offer, like me, doesn't offer English subtitles for certain things and you want to watch Korean movies, you can do that. I'll have a link in the description box for you, but you can go to surfshark.com/caricakes or use my code caricakes to get 4 extra months of Surfshark. But really, just as we are living in a world where we are relying on these public networks and the internet, I highly encourage you, if you're not already using it, to use Surfshark VPN. Please be safe. Encrypt that data, baby. So thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring this. And let's go, hopefully, sit in a cafe that isn't being used as an office. Here, let's get on the move. Speaking of subtitles, actually, I am going to go see the new Park Chan-wook movie that I'm very excited about, but especially for his films, there's a lot of nuance like in every single word. So I don't want my subpar Korean skills to ruin the movie for me. So I'm actually going to Emu Cinema, which is known for offering English subtitles. So I'm gonna go see that, and then we're going to attempt to get tickets to see gyeongbok at night. It's first come, first serve. There are people who are much more dedicated than I am, so it might not happen, but that's the plan of the day. Coffee, movie, and hopefully a bit of luck on our side. So off we go. 너와 나 우리의 여름밤 그 세 글자 네 눈에 떠올라 잠깐만 아니야 떠오른 그 말 Crazy good movie, but now we gotta go get those tickets. I'm doubtful that we're gonna get in, but dare to dream. Let's go. Okay, I don't know, something about that music playing got me. Like, if you were visiting from a foreign land in the olden times and like that was what you're welcomed with, I would be so intimidated and in awe. But I haven't been to gyeongbok in maybe 10 years, so this is very exciting. And from the palace, how you can see up there the fortress wall. Can you see it all lit up? Oh, just so cool. I actually bought a new suitcase, and my old suitcase has a pin on it. So I bought for myself, for my new bag, a hechi pin to protect my bag. Kiwi. But guys, where did the moon go? I took such a great picture of the moon. And it's gone. All right, let's go listen to some tunes. This is great. So one of the security ajishis, one of the volunteers, like grabbed me and he was like, "You gotta do the satisfaction survey." And they gave me a free gift. I was the first survey of the night, I think. Like truly, just picture you've come from whatever the hell country you're from to come visit the king, the emperor, and you hear this through the walls. It has the same effect on me as bagpipes. I'm like close to tears. Right? Like fearsome, but beautiful. Nice. But now I'm actually gonna go home because I've been out and about for a very long time. Got a busy day tomorrow, so I will see you guys when I see you next. But that was like such a low-key touristy day today. That was lovely. So thank you, gyeongbok. Thank you, Gwanghamun. Let's go home. Morning friends, really quick, I showed you a beautiful, stunning, clear air September autumn day in Seoul. How about a cozy, rainy one? I just got rain all over my lens. So let's, we're getting breakfast, we're getting coffee, it's raining, it's beautiful.
What do you see? Staring at the pictures now, I wait for them to show me something that was changing your mind. I understood the words you said, but never knew the meaning. Keep slipping through my fingers each time. Staring at the pictures now, I know they try to show me I cannot see, but God knows I try.
And now we're gonna head into the forest, get another cup of coffee. I'm gonna talk about things in a second. Maybe hopefully I get a window seat at that coffee shop too, which is why we gotta go now. Quick second for one of my favorite little Seoul facts. The storm drains are supposed to look like ripples in a puddle. Do you see it? Like, see the ripples in the puddle? You see? You see? I just love that. Anyway. This is actually really flooded. It's legitimately me and one other person in this entire park would watch me get to my cafe and the window seat is taken. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm 5 minutes late. It's pouring. This was supposed to be done by now. But I get to test out my Ireland outfit, so it all works out.
The day is breaking softly and the night is glowing true. I feel a million eyes, but I can just see you. No rain, no thunder, it's just your light, your voice. The heaven of our kiss, the wonder of our choice. So breathe, 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 darling, you can make my love your home. Make my love your home. And please, 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 darling, do. If you can be right, be right.
Okay, I'm feeling like a very brave introvert right now. The cafe I was just at was playing music normally until suddenly they switched to this one song that if I only listened to it once wouldn't have been annoying, but they played it on repeat for 20 minutes because I was in that cafe for about an hour and 45 minutes. They started playing it on repeat for 20 minutes And so finally I went down. I was like, listen, I'm trying to read my book. Other people are trying to work. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask them what the hell is going on. So I go down there and in Korean, I'm like, hi, the music is on repeat. And the two baristas just look at me like, yeah. And I was like, okay. One of the baristas luckily was like, do you want me to change it? And I was like, yes, could you? So apparently that was intentional. I always wonder if cafes do that, because sometimes they do play their music like slightly too loud or on repeat or slightly annoying. And I always wonder if it's to like keep people from hanging out and working, but it wasn't busy. It wasn't like they were trying to like get turnover. I don't know, but I was just like, could you? So they did change it, but very bizarre. But anyway, I'm going to head home. Kurt is making lunch. It is Sunday. But let me just, as I head home, show you around the park. It's relatively stopped raining, so. While Kurt cooks, please enjoy our review of the Hangang bus. Greetings, friends. Welcome to the rant portion of the video. Kurt and I are on our way to ride the new water taxi, which we'll tell you more about once we get there. But it is an intersection of things where I love public transportation and I dislike the mayor of Seoul. So anyway, we're on, speaking of public transportation, on our bicycles. It's a beautiful day though, so. Okay. So problem number one with the water taxi is that
water bus.
There's
a water cab too.
The Hangang bus. Okay, is that it is extremely far from anything. There's like a handful of stations. Like Tuksum is the only example of a station that has a water bus, but also has a subway nearby. All the other stations you have to walk or bike or whatever. You can't bike if you're using a public bike, which is why we had to park ours way out there. Like you have to walk a significant amount to even get to the station, which in any kind of weather that isn't a perfect day like today is unreasonable. From the get-go, it doesn't make sense. Kurt has background information. What would you like to share?
So the current mayor of Seoul is really obsessed with this idea of like Hangang Renaissance. It's like he wanna make Hangang somehow a very touristy place. But before this, he also had a water taxi. When there's 9 different subways,
Which again, like the Han River is not near anything.
We have a 9
Clearly, this is our thing right now. We're
anyway
upset about it.
Also, there's reportings about this thing alone already spent.
Actually, we can cross this way. Fuck it. No, really.
This thing already spent like $15 million. And then it plans to spend $100 million, and this the company who is in charge of making this boat. Not surprisingly, doesn't have any prior history of making any boats whatsoever.
Oh, don't tell me that before we get on this boat. Oh, and my personal beef with it, as you will see in a moment, is that they took a beautiful portion of like public free space and they put one of these huge bus stations in there, and so it's another space that blocks your view and is a space that you have to pay to be in. So it's just getting rid of more free public spaces.
Obviously you cannot ride this when there's a rain season
or when it freezes
or there's a typhoon, because this is freaking big river. It's not like Venice.
Yeah.
And even if you get off from the bus, like you have to walk at least like 30 minutes to get anywhere.
Yeah. We've been walking this whole time and we're not even halfway there. Continue to walk over there and maybe we'll ride it, maybe we won't. Now I'm scared. Still walking.
I don't even know where it is.
So this used to be your free view. People behind me are picnicking. It's really lovely, but they had to build a monstrosity for this bus. And it's got a pyeongjam and it's got some kind of cafe, I think, now. But there it is, Apgujeong Station. Also, I've seen so many people almost get hit crossing the street because we have no concept of how to who has the right of way, any of the roads. It's just bananas. But also we had the, not the Starbucks, but the other one literally sunk, not sunk, but half of it sunk. So these buildings are not foolproof. We've got all of this.
This whole thing get flooded.
Yeah, this whole thing floods. Oh my gosh, are we maybe not even gonna be able to get on? Anyway, look at this. Barbecue chicken. Kurt's on the warpath. But yeah, totally blocks your view of Namsan Tower, which is somewhere back there. Yeah. I miss you, buddy. And so now while I'm on my walk, if I want to get a water or a snack or something, I have to walk onto this thing, which is very annoying. Anyway, let's go. It is the line. Okay, the line was long. I started to feel genuinely unsafe. It's only been running for 3 days. There were a lot of people waiting. There was chaos in the lines. I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. So that was a great walk. Sorry, Kurt, for dragging you here. But at least we looked it in the eye. Yeah, no, we just didn't feel safe. I didn't feel safe. Fun little field trip. Thank you for joining the rant edition of this video, and I will see you in happier days.
We have a Cinnabon. Look at it.
Yeah, now we have Cinnabon. Thank God.
Capitalism.
Thank God.
America.
We stand corrected. They literally made a shuttle, but it's still at least a 10-minute walk. So,
Average noise level under 7 decibel.
However, I hear the best ones aren't around.
Kurt's special recipe. Look at that.
But if you try, you know the dead ones don't back down.
The mayonnaise is really good.
You shiver at midnight from the creaking sound of the cradle where your mother once laid you.
Okay, hi, good evening. A slow, cozy end to a slow, cozy day. I'm really happy I was able to capture 2 of my favorite kinds of autumn days here in Seoul. We get just like the crispest blue skies in September, October, and then we get these just really gloomy, gorgeous days. So yeah, thank you for joining me on 2 of those, 2.5. I didn't know where to put that rant portion, but it's just I feel like there's not a lot of spaces that especially foreigners really talk about kind of the, not just the negative side of Korea, but just like the weird political happenings here. And so yeah, that was the whole Hangang bus thing, is just a system built by someone who has clearly never taken public transportation in decades. Yeah, that was just like a weird side quest that we went on. It's just a really bizarre thing, and yeah, now we have those all over lovely sections of the Han River Park, unfortunately. So anyway, some things that I was thinking about that I was going to talk to you about in the cafe, but there were actually people there, and that strange music situation. I basically had a little bit of a freak out because it's okay now, but a couple weeks ago, actually just like over summer, I had a couple videos really crash and burn, and it made me think like I've really got to start making my content algorithm friendly. Like I've got to do more trending things, and I don't like when I think like that, because we start to see everything kind of look the same. And I'm not saying that my content in any way is like revolutionary or completely stand out, but I think that there's such a pressure from every social media platform that I use to everybody needs to use, you're encouraged to use the same music because it's trending. You're encouraged to use the same meme and just remake it slightly, or, you know, anyway, I was just kind of reevaluating how I think about things, and I need to just kind of have faith in myself and be cool with, what I do. And I don't know if I posted it already or if it's coming out next week, but I am working a little bit on this. Tentatively it's going to be a series. I don't know. Just about kind of figuring out what I like again, kind of breaking out of the algorithmic way of thinking, how thinking back of like, how did I find things that I was interested in back in the day, and why was I like so drawn to these things, and trying to look at things that I organically still to this day kind of gravitate towards and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited for that. That's what I was kind of journaling about in Midboard, which their breakfast plate, man, best granola in the world. If you take anything away from this video, it's that Edition Denmark has the best granola. And they allegedly sell it. I was going to buy some, but they didn't have any on sale that day. So if you're a granola fiend, that's where you got to go. But yeah, so just as always, looking forward to the future. Love a good change of seasons, specifically changing into autumn. Very thankful that this September was mild and lovely. It just kind of overnight, we one day slipped into the 20s, and we're lingering here. Excited for what's to come. Excited, it's slightly off screen, but I have a pile of clothes I have in my brain packed for Ireland. I just need to actually put it in the suitcase. Yeah, I hope that you guys, I know that some of you only really care about my Korea videos. We'll be back eventually. But yeah, we will have kind of the whole rest of this year. I'm going to be bopping around Europe, and I'm really excited to share it with you. And yeah, I just really can't wait. So overall, it's been a great couple days. Happy to have shared it with you. However, speaking of traveling, final shout out to the sponsor of this video, which is Surfshark VPN. Whether you are traveling or whether you are just using the internet in a cafe or at home, use a VPN. Get your hands on one. I will have a link in the description box, but you can go to surfshark.com/caricakes, use my code caricakes to get a really good deal on Surfshark VPN plus 4 extra months. Thank you as always. And yeah, once again, Ireland meetup definitely happening. It's either going to be the 16th or the 18th. I don't know. We're working on it. We're working on it. I've got lots of moving parts for the 16th through the 18th, so I'm trying to pick which day. Actually, you know what? What do you think about the morning of the 17th? Just throwing that out there. But yeah, just great things ahead. I will see you when I see you. The next video will either be me trying to figure out who the hell I am in my 30s, or it's going to be our first Ireland vlog, and I can't wait. So I will see you then. Thanks as always to Surfshark again. Info in the description box, and hope you have a good night. Hope autumn or spring is coming your way quickly and beautifully, and hope you take advantage. So happy end of September. It's October when you're watching this, but happy last quarter of the year.